Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode on In Range TV. Today, Carl and I are out here and we're taking a look at a Russian Streiche, or as it's more commonly known, an Arsenal Strike 1 semi-auto pistol. These are pretty new on the market. A couple years ago, there were some stories that these were being adopted or being tested by Russian police or special forces. I haven't seen anything really to follow up on that. I don't think they actually got adopted, but they are being produced in Italy for the commercial market.
We found reference that the Russian Federation used them intermittently, but they weren't issued.
Yeah.
So
before we even start, I want to just throw a shout out to Battleground Firearms in Texas. Thank you. They provided this pistol to us. It's kind of hard to get these things out of Arsenal, even to do reviews on. And so Battleground was willing to send us one to test. So at the end of this review, if you think this is a pistol you'd like to own, by all means, call up Battleground. They're a stocking distributor and they can hook you up with one.
now, what makes this gun unique is the locking system.
Mechanically, yes.
Yeah.
It's a rather unusual system.
So it's the Bergman locking system.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Arsenal talks about this as being completely innovative and like nothing else ever and the best thing since sliced bread. Nothing in firearms is that innovative these days. This locking system is reasonably similar to the Bergman 1910. Also, interestingly, to the Nambu Type 94.
Yeah, it is. I think the rationale behind this, or at least the logic behind it, was twofold, right? The instead of a tipping barrel, it actually stays in line during the firing cycle, so it just essentially reciprocates straight back and forward, which then activates on a wedge, not a wedge, but a locking bolt.
Yeah, it's got a vertically sliding block.
Yeah, so the idea behind that is you have more accuracy, in theory, right? And you can fire higher pressure cartridges. I think the idea, or at least the impetus for the design of this gun, was so that the Russians could fire their very high pressure 9mm AP rounds.
Right. This was originally a gun designed for 9mm Russian military service ammo.
And they've got some pretty hot stuff that's AP 9mm.
Now, the other advantage of this locking system is because the barrel doesn't tip down, you can have a very high grip on the gun because you don't need much space in there. Barrel's not going down nice and compact.
So I didn't measure it, but I believe that you have the lowest bore axis of any of the current semi-autos.
Arsenal certainly claims that, and in this case, I think they're correct.
I think they are, absolutely. They've got a nice beaver tail here to make sure you don't get slide bite because you are very high on the gun.
Yep.
So we're going to shoot this through a steel match, a run and gun steel match today.
Yep.
And then give our impressions after that.
Exactly.
Yep. All right, so for most of the stages today, I'm going to be using S&B. I will let you know when I'm going to switch. Later on, I'm going to use Wolf, and we're going to try different lots of ammunition to see if everything works okay.
What's that bullet weight?
These are 115 grain.
Shooter ready?
Yes.
Stand by. Load, show clear. IC clear, side, trigger, holster.
Not bad. Not bad. First stage with that gun. Trigger you got to get used to. Sights seem to be on. Worked fine after the break-in, which we'll talk about later, but not bad.